Network 3000 presents.
Welcome, everybody, to the next episode of the 3000 Hangouts here for tonight on Thursday, February 12th, 2026. I hope everybody is having a great Thursday here so far as I am, and also hope everybody's having a good month of February and trying to survive the winter the best as you can, like myself, even though this winter has been brutal and just a horrible, one of the most horrible winters I can remember. And I want to thank everybody in the live chat for tuning in here tonight. And before we go to our interview with our uh, um, movie slash music fan YouTuber Joshua, who will be our interview for tonight. Before we get to that, I just wanted to explain a few things here before we go into that interview. First things first, um, I want to talk about that next week. We will be taking a week off just to, reset ourselves and also focus on personal things and other ideas for the show. But you guys will be seeing some YouTube shorts from the Breakdowns and Hangouts here for the first couple of months of 2026. So for the shows that you've been seeing for the first couple of months here to start this off 2026, you'll be seeing YouTube shorts of those episodes next week. I just need to figure out how to make those YouTube shorts for those episodes and use them the right way for you all to enjoy next week. So that will be coming up next week. Uh, as we take off, the whole week of doing breakdowns and hangouts. Um, but the week after, we are going to be doing something new with the program, and that is we'll be having a brand new sponsor that will be sponsoring a network with this program starting next week. What the network is, but you guys will have to find out next week to see what it is and for you all to find out. So I think you guys are going to enjoy this, and it's a next step to our program, and I think you all are going to enjoy it. So um, it's something I've been looking for. Is something I wanted to at least start off with, and it's something I'm very proud of, and I am looking forward to debuting that network, being part of the show. Um, excuse me, not next week, but the next episode after next week. On the 25th of this month. This one will do that. So yeah, and for those who are wondering, you know, what I'm going to be doing as for YouTube wise, nothing much except for the YouTube shorts. Maybe a gameplay video here or two, here and there. But you guys can catch me on Red Radio 5 nights a week from 11 p.m. Eastern to 1 a.m. Eastern time. 5 nights a week on Red Radio, be it the Live 365 app. So feel free to check that out as well on your own time. Great songs, and you guys can send me some requests as well. But with that being said, let's get to the interview right now. All right, everyone, and it's now time for our next guest here on our interviews for the 3000 Emails. He is a movie and music fan and follower here on the Network 3000 YouTube page. Please welcome Joshua Randall. How are you doing, Joshua?
Hello, everyone. It is very nice
How are you doing
to
tonight?
be here on this interview. It's very, very great to be here. It's very, I appreciate the fact that you took your time to actually finally get me on an interview on, on your show here. So, very excited to be here.
100%, 100%. And it's been a well in the works for us to schedule this, but we were able to get this done, and happy to doing this here with you tonight, starting with this first question I have for you. What got you to love movies and music?
When it comes to movies, it just happened when I was just a little baby. Honestly, when it comes to movies, like I was born in late '90s, 1998, so I got into movies pretty much as I was growing up. We started off with movies like Bring It On VHS, and then you had In the Days, and then Queen of the Damned and such. Then you had movies like Shrek and such as a kid that, and then as I got older, my taste of films and my appreciation of movies is starting to evolve and a lot more. I usually would be a lot more pickier with movie choices back then when I was starting out getting into movies. But as I've gotten older in the 27 years I've been here, it makes it a lot more fun for me to just want to go venture out into different international films and different genres, different directors, and different anything that directors want to do for a different genre. And in terms of music,
Yeah,
that also happened at a very young age. That I'm pretty much just into any type of music. I like a lot of listen to a lot of hip hop growing up, of course. R&B. You had rock music, which at first when I started out, my mom and my parents actually thought that rock and roll and hip hop would lead to something bad, but no. As I've gotten older, going into rock and roll and music of the '80s and such, and even songs from the '90s and 2000s to now, and even me being a big advocate of film music and Broadway music, which I really do enjoy watching, listening to those. It just expanded my taste, and I'm very much someone who loves to listen to a variety of different music. There are some cases where there are a few musicians where I probably won't listen to as such, but I'm I'm pretty open minded when it comes to music and when it comes to movies, just as long as it's not anything like 365 Days or 50 Shades of Grey and such.
understandable. And what is your favorite thing about movies and music that keeps you going? Following those, and what keeps you loving it as well over time?
You said my favorite thing about movies or favorite thing about music.
Both.
The best thing about movies is that what keeps me going there is movies can you can feel a lot of things from movies has the power to transcend. You can get a message across. I know some people get up in arms about that, but I think it's important to get a message across when you do it in a way that is carefully written and not so brutally beating eyes over your head. Because we've had plenty of times on the internet with film bros and Twitter bros and negative YouTube channels where anything that wants to say something about certain things that's going on in reality and such, people take issue with that. But for me, movies and music both have the power to transcend. It can make you smile, it can make you cry, it can make you laugh, it can open up conversations, and it can make you just reflect on what you have watched or what you've listened to. And to me, I think that is the power of movies. That's the power of music, is not only to start conversations, to not only get a message across when you do it subtly, but to just be entertained by the song, be entertained by the music, be entertained by the movies. And that has always clicked with me from a very
Yeah,
young age.
yeah, I agree. And what's so great about um, music is that there's so many kinds of music that It's all good. Some of it is not good music, but most of it is good. Like nowadays, I host a radio show on Red Radio called David in the Evenings. I started this past Tuesday. But what's great about music when I listen to it while doing my show and when I listen to other radio shows as well is that it makes you like feel relaxed, most of the time listening to music. And that's what music is for. And there's all kinds of music that makes you feel different ways. But what's great about radio when listening to music is that it helps me it helps you multitask of certain things I want to do throughout the day. And there's a lot of great radio shows out there. I interviewed some of my favorite radio show people, last year that does local radio in my area. Do you have any favorite radio shows in your area or just in general?
Well, well, I used to listen to a music station called 100.1 to beat jams growing up a lot. I used to listen to the
Okay,
radio there a lot as a kid, but I don't really listen to as much radio music as much anymore.
okay, understood. And as for movies, like I'm not really a movie person anymore, but the one thing I will say about movies is that I give them a lot of credit for all of the filming they do every day, the actors that memorize the lines, the effects, everything. And
Yes,
what I love about
absolutely.
yeah,
You can
and
continue.
what I yeah, and also about movies, my favorite part about movies is that they can make you laugh as well, and that's what brings people into watching movies is because that's what makes them laugh, and you know that's how that's how movies should be. It's about making people laugh. It's there. Excuse me. There's a difference between a movie and a documentary,
Hmm.
and um, you know, that's why in my opinion, all movies should have some things where it makes people laugh because that's what entertainment is. Movies is about entertainment.
Absolutely, I agree. And regardless of how I feel about a movie, whether I like it or I hate it or I'm 50-50 on it or such, I respect that regardless if it's a sequel, a remake, a reboot, or if it's an original film, or even if it's an independent film or a made for TV film. With the writers,
Yeah,
directors, actors, producers, people involved from VFX to editing to music to cinematography to costumes to lighting, all the different technical aspects. I respect that you try, even if you fail or succeed under the weight of your own ambitions. Because sometimes, as we all know, movies can get a little bit too ambitious for its own good. Some movies can be a little bit
yeah,
too out there for its own good. But the most important thing is if the creative team has fun making it, then we should have at least some kind of fun watching it. I know people get up in arms and say, especially these negative YouTube channels and such, where they say like, you if you don't like the movie, you can't have fun, or if you don't
yeah,
like this kids movie, you don't know how to have fun. And to me, I think those are two of the most laziest excuses because, in terms of the kids movie, a kids movie, your main job is to not only entertain for kids, but also get a message out there for adults. And not only that,
yes,
I think
and guess too.
when it comes, and not only that, I think you also have to make sure you give them some kind of message and give them some kind of intrigue to give them. Otherwise, your movie it doesn't pay off. And same thing
Yeah,
when I goes to blockbuster movies. People say you can't have fun with the blockbuster. Well, here's the thing when it comes to blockbuster movies. I'm pretty much I'm pretty much more forgiving when it comes to movies. Movies. Sometimes
Mhm.
I don't always need the best characters or the best story, but when it comes to a big blockbuster, sometimes I can understand that excuse. But at the same time, if you are going to have people watch a blockbuster that's like 2 hours or 3 hours or such, like a Jurassic Park or this year with the Odyssey, you got to make sure you have story and characters. That's the most important
Yes.
ingredient. And I think some of these YouTube channels who wants to be negative or people who are internet trolls and YouTube comments attacking content creators and such for not liking the movie because they didn't like the story or characters. I think what's going on, we have become so far removed from being civilized because of social media bringing out the best and the worst of people. I think we have become
Yeah.
so far removed from just having a civilized conversation that we just have to fight each other over something as simple as just a opinion that we don't agree with. And I feel the
Hmm.
best thing that we all should do, regardless of how we feel about a movie, is just sit down, have a conversation. Life is too short to just be beating each other's heads over a movie you like or a movie you hate. It's been almost 10 years since The Last Jedi came out, and we're still beating
Uh,
into each other's heads. Like, just sit down and have a conversation on what worked for you, what didn't work for you about movies or music.
yeah.
That's I think the best thing we should do. But we've become so far
I agree.
removed from being civilized because you have people like the Coca Drinker and all that stuff on the net
Yeah.
and all that pretty much.
Yeah. I agree. So, how did he? Speaking of YouTube, how did he get into the YouTube community, and uh, how did he get into doing movie reviews as well and other content on your YouTube channel?
Well, I always love to tell the story. Well, it has started out when YouTube was first around. I didn't really envision myself as being someone to do YouTube. I just thought it would be a fun thing to watch because usually I would just go on there during elementary school years and just watch movie logos and such because that was what I was at the time. But then in 2014, when I had one of my very first YouTube channel, and I was just scrolling through and seeing what they have, and then Jeremy Johns and JW Universe and Review King and Chris Stockton and such, I was seeing people talk about movies, and I'm like, wait, people get to talk about movies now? I should try this. And it started out early 2015 with my very first channel. And what happened was I did have that channel, but YouTube just deleted the channel with their whole broken copyright system nonsense. But
Oh,
I
they got
did,
copyright strikes. That's what happens.
yeah. But yes, but I didn't give up when it comes to it
Mhm.
because the recent channel that I have now, which is Epitaph of Joshua, which
Mhm.
is still growing. I
Yeah.
was able to just rebuild back on December 22nd of 2015, a few days after Star Wars: The Force Awakens came out, and
Mhm.
I decided to get back in there. I wanted to do something like this. But at the time, I was also still in my last 2 years of high school with junior year and then senior year. So I was balancing out high school and then balancing out YouTube.
Yeah.
And for the past 10 years, as of last December, and this December, it'll be 11 years, this channel that I have now has been sticking. And I've been able to
That's
just
good.
inflict my own voice when it comes to movies, TV, on a few occasions, a few anime films, and very few occasions with music. But I
Yeah.
try to branch out from reviews, top tens, live streams, live watch alongs, rankings, And I just will have the power with my channel to create a safe space for anyone there. Whether you're
Yeah.
someone like me who is autistic and you don't think you can do what I'm doing, or black people, you have white people, you have all different races of people, even the LGBTQ. I want to make it a safe environmental place. And that to me is the number one thing that I want to do is create an epitaph community of people who are different
Hmm.
and just come to the channel and relax because I think this is what we all need. You hear people be like, "Hey, this is look at this channel. This guy's a content creator. He's autistic. Let's see what he has to say about that movie. Let's see what he has to say about that show. What's he going to talk about? What is he going to rant about?" And I think that's the main goal I've set out to do, and I'm
Yeah.
by the looks of it, I'm doing very well with it.
Very good. I what's been what you what's been what you're most proud of on your YouTube career ever since you started?
The thing I am the most proud of is just getting to interact with more people, getting the chance to have my voice and put my say so out there. Also, just getting able to build a community and recently hitting 1 million views overall on my channel. It may not sound like a
Congratulations
lot,
on that.
yeah, because it
That's
not.
that's a big accomplishment, right?
Thank
One
you.
million.
Because
Yeah,
it
absolutely.
may not sound like a lot because when it comes to my videos, I get at least a few views, a few people in, but I still push forward and I still strive to be the best I can be on my channel. The thing I am the most proud of is that I just get to have a lot of fun and get to get to just be myself. I think that's the number one thing that people need to remember when you're doing if you for those who want to go into content creation or those who are already in content creation is just be yourself. Don't try to be don't try to play against into the algorithm. Don't try to change your whole personality trying to be something that you're not. Be your natural self. And when you do that, good things can happen to you. Not everyone is going to accept you being your natural self,
Hmm.
but as long as you have a group of people who are willing to give you a chance, I think that's the strongest thing that matters. That is the thing that keeps you going. That is the thing that keeps your
Hmm.
channel going or give you a motivation to keep doing it. Because I'll tell you right now, if I just switch my channel and just become someone I was not, I wouldn't be where I am now. I'll
Yeah,
tell you right now, that's the honest truth.
yeah. What was the best and worst movie you ever reviewed?
I will say, un- until I re-reviewed them, I will say some of the best movies I've reviewed are the Lord of the Rings trilogy, which I'm going to be re-reviewing in better quality. You also have the Harry Potter films, which I do want to tackle in better quality. In terms of some recent stuff, like I was very happy with the way I did my Superman revisited reviews leading up to James Gunn's Superman. It gave me a lot more time to prep. I didn't feel constrained. I didn't feel exhausted or overwhelmed because when I did the Superman reviews leading up to Batman vs Superman many years ago, which they're still on the channel, the older versions, I was okay with them, but I was pretty disappointed with them because one, it wasn't always the best quality. Two, I felt like I was rushing it. I was kind of phoning it in, but that's because, like I said, with just balancing YouTube and balancing school, it's just not. always the most easiest sometimes, especially with my ADHD
Yeah.
and stress. And I will say some of the others I'm the most proud of was reviewing also the Dune films, also some classic movies I'm very happy with, but like Mean Girls and such. The worst movies I've ever had to review on the channel. Recently, The Strangers trilogy, because I have hope and I have potential for those movies, but they did not live up to the potential. Also, I will say the After movie franchise, after we collided, after we fell, after Ever Happy, did not see After Everything because after the fourth movie, After Ever Happy, I just couldn't do it anymore. I said I can't take it anymore with this excuse of a romance. I can't take it anymore with these two characters that I just don't care about. That is just in an emotionally toxic, manipulative relationship. I have to stop. But the worst review that I've ever had to do is Mean Girls 2. And in a lot of ways, it felt cathartic for me to review that. But also, in a lot of ways, you could tell that I really just had an extreme hatred with that movie because it is my least favorite movie of all time, with Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban being my favorite movie of all time.
And do you when you watch the movies, what do you prefer, watching it at home or at the theater?
Well, this is a pretty tricky one because I do think we can have both without sacrificing the other, but at the same time, you got it's got to be theatrical. There is absolutely nothing more important than the theatrical experience, and because the theatrical experience, you get a lot that you don't get at home on a streaming service. You get to smell the popcorn. You get to interact with people as you watch the movie, as you are sitting in the comfort of the theater chairs. You get to just take in a lot. You get to share the reactions with audiences who are get to cry, you get to laugh, you get to yell, scream, and the theatrical experience is just it makes it a lot more special. Now, don't get me wrong. I think streaming is cool when you do it right or when you want to be cool. But half the time, the streaming services, the biggest negative I have with these streaming services is that because some people have an annoyance of not wanting to let the movie unfold in terms of story or plot, you feel like you have to do it like in a Netflix TikTok style way to get your point across. And because some people just are have very little patience nowadays because they can't handle a movie that's 2 hours or 3.5 hours or such, even with or
Yeah,
without an
2 hours
intermission.
is enough for me.
And it's frustrating because your mate. And also, I hate saying this, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. People don't who says the theatrical experience is worthless, no, it's not. If that's the case, then you just have not been having the best theatrical experiences, and I feel like you genuinely should try again with the theatrical experience. I know it's hard because theaters are very expensive nowadays, with especially when you buy things off from the concession stand, when you have a family, when you have a group of friends and such. And honestly, the theater prices should not be that damn high. Ticket prices should not be that damn high. People should
Yeah,
be able to enjoy the theatrical experience. And while, like I said, while I'm not against streaming or anything like that, the theatrical experience is the way to go. But I'm someone I want to champion for both, but I lean more towards the theatrical experience. The same way with the physical media experience.
I agree. Um, what movie you started looking forward to in 2026?
Well, we have a couple that I'm looking forward to. We have Disney's Hoppers, Pixar's Hoppers, which I do think it has some potential. I know Pixar has been going through the runaround in this decade between the pandemic and some of the movies not doing well, but hopefully this is the one to get them back on top in terms of box office because they desperately need some kind of box office win. And people say it's because Pixar has gone woke. No, it's because every time Pixar does something original or such, you don't want to give it a chance. People don't get that it is you who don't want to, who are making these original films about Pixar fail. Not Disney, not the woke crowd, you. And until
Yeah,
most people own up to that, you shouldn't say a damn thing about Pixar. Also, definitely looking forward to Dune 3. I know we're supposed to get a trailer soon, but Dune 3, I love the first two movies. I did not expect to love them as much as I do, but I'm looking
yeah,
forward to the Odyssey, which I am doing a little review series of historical epics leading up to Chris Nolan's The Odyssey. I know there's been some controversy when it comes to the casting of Helen of Troy and if it being historically accurate, which I'm just going to say it right now. I don't give a shit if it's historically accurate or not. This is a movie based on the Iliad's tale. Homer's The Odyssey. This, which is based on real events. This is a film, not a documentary. So why should that even matter? Especially, well, of course, if you're a diehard historical buff, but just go with the flow, people.
yeah.
Also, very much looking forward to Spider-Man Brand New Day, Jumanji 4, of course. I'm calling it Jumanji 4 because it's not Jumanji 3. Stop doing that, people. It's called Jumanji 4. Also, a couple of other original films I'm looking forward to, like Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, a couple of others. But my main movie I'm looking forward to this year is Supergirl. I was a big fan
Okay,
of James Gunn's Superman from last year. It was my favorite film of the year, which I still need to do the best and worst of 2025 videos. I loved her cameo. I know some people are turned off by her because she's pretty much a party girl, but if you haven't read Women of Tomorrow, which I personally haven't, but I just do some research on it, I see the story they're trying to do. She's going through some pretty heavy things right now, and it's gonna get her to want to be the Supergirl we know and love. So I think it is going to be an interesting take on Supergirl, and I think people are going to be surprised.
yeah. Um, let's go to Well, before we go into music, have you met any actors before in person? Movie actors or artists?
No, I haven't met
Okay,
any actors or actresses or filmmakers. I've interacted with a few times on my social medias, from my older Instagram to my newer IG and my Twitter, which I don't even use that cesspool of an app anymore.
okay, all right. Um, and as for music, um, do you have you thought about working, and also for movies as well? Have you thought about working in the movies and music industry before?
Well, there was a time where I did want to kind of do that back when I was writing my own movies and stuff back in middle school and such. But
Hmm.
now, since people say movies are not like it used to be, or movies are trash nowadays and such, which I hate that. ideology because I feel like people who say movies are trash nowadays or movies are not the same as used to be, you have to take
Yeah.
into account that every decade of film is going to be different. It's not going to be like the
Yeah.
70s. It's not going to be like the 80s. It ain't going to be like the 90s and 2000s. Sometimes that movies are going to evolve for better and worse, and you is your main job as a film lover, same way as a music lover, or if you like comics or anime or video games, is you have to be willing to get into that and go with the flow and go through the better and worse of
Yeah.
each.
Mhm.
But I haven't met. I kind of still want to do it, but it's just I'm more content with doing what I'm doing now. Who knows? Maybe it'll
Understood.
get me to a point where I can meet fellow content creators such like myself in the physical presence.
Understood. Um, do you have favorite artists or bands of all time that you love to listen to?
There's a there's a lot of music artists such I like to listen to. I love listening to Eminem, Ludacris, 50 Cent, hip hop artists. I do like rock bands like Linkin Park and also, just a really underrated one that more people should talk about. Their name is Starset, and they're a
Okay.
Starset is a rock band. They have some great songs like "My Demons," and then you have "Manifest." But in Starset, they have what I love about their rock music is that they have this very cinematic feel to their music, which you could feel in the presence of their songs. I do like rock bands. I also love listening to, like I said, Broadway and film composers. Pretty much anything. There are some moments where some musical, some music artists I'm not always big on, but I like to try and be fair. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty much open to different musicians. Such.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, in closing, uh, what are you doing nowadays for a living, and uh, is there anything people can expect on your YouTube channel this year in 2026, and where can I find you on social media?
Well, in terms of what I do outside YouTube, I just with me being autistic as such, it's not always the best because I'm not every autistic person is in the position to work. So, but I am I do try to take care of my family the best way I can, and also try to take care of myself the best way I can, especially with my mental health and anxiety, which is really bad anxiety. But I like to just sit back, enjoy life, just just draw, just take my mind off things, especially with everything that's going on nowadays. Even though it's very hard to do that, but we all have to try and do things that makes us happy. And in terms of my YouTube channel, I did do a channel update for 2026. You guys can watch that. I discuss a lot of my plans and stuff there. Like I said, I'm only one person doing all the editing and such, and plus, when you're editing on a phone, it is a little hard to try and crank out so much, as opposed to me having a laptop, which I'm still in the process of trying to find a new laptop. Such, yeah, I found one. I just have to try and get it, hopefully, eventually, and also like I said, I'm only one person doing the thumbnails and editing. I don't have a team of editors. I don't have a social media team. I'm pretty much a
Yeah,
one man's army. So, but you guys can check out over on my channel at Epitaph Joshua. Go to my 2026 channel plans. I discuss a lot there that you guys might be happy which I did split the channel update into two parts because the other half I go over the big historical epics review series announcement leading up to the Odyssey. So it is a two-part channel announcement there. There's a lot I discussed that I want to do there. So you and everyone else could go watch it. And got a lot coming out. I want to be a lot more consistent with my channel, and I'm just trying my best. It's just like I said, not always easy in terms of editing, especially when you're editing from a phone and such. But I do my best.
Yeah,
And
understood.
also with live streams, I want to do more live streams, top tens, rankings, movie watches, hangouts, of course, live movie reviews, and such, which will take in case I don't feel like doing a pre-recorded version to edit, especially with movies reviews, TV reviews, and top 10 lists and such. Want to try and get back to do all of that, but guys can find me over at my channel at Epistasic Joshua. All my social media links, I have Facebook, IG, Letterbox, Snapchat, Blue Sky, which is a much easier alternative for me to Twitter. You have also all of those. Also, I do have a Spotify and Apple Podcasts for my channel, of course. That way, if you don't want to watch physically, you can listen to me through audio. Also, if you guys want to ever financially support the channel, I do have a Cash App Chime, and my Amazon wish list is down there in the description box down below. There's a lot in the wish list. There's movies, TV shows, posters, there's toys, some books, there's channel equipment there. So all of that is down there.
All
When you
right.
go to my channel.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, well, I want to thank you for doing this interview here tonight, and with that being said, we will be right back after this with our next segment coming up. So we'll be right back after this.
Bye.
All right, everyone, it's now time for our next another chatbot game here tonight. Please welcome Dante Pitson. How are you doing, Dante?
I'm doing all right. And yourself, David?
Doing good. Ready to play Deal or No Deal?
Yes, I am.
All right. Without further ado, let's begin Deal or No Deal chatbot right now. All right, here we go. Welcome to Deal or No Deal. Can you see the game and hear the game as well? Can you hear the game and see the game as well, Dante?
Yes, I can.
All right. To win big at this game is going to take a lot of guts, a lot of luck, and a great sense of timing. So without further ado, before we start the game, let's bring in the cases right now. Game, please. All right, those are the 26 cases right there, and each of those 26 cases are holding different amounts of money aside. We don't know what is in what case, but the top amount up for grabs here is $44 million.
Ooh, boy.
That's right, $44 million, and it's going to go all the way down to a single penny. And pick a case out of 26 now.
Okay. Let's go number 15.
All right, number 15 it is. That is the case to keep it home, spend it wherever you want, unless if we start to set the figure, but more on that later on in the show. And hopefully, number 15 contains $44 million, but in order to see what's in your case, you gotta open up the other cases, and one of those cases is not in your case. So without further ado, pick your 6 cases all at once.
Okay, let's go number 13, 12, 7, 26. $14 and $16.
All right, let's start with number 13. Open the case, please. 1,100.
All right. Okay. Good start so far.
Number 12. 2 million, 200,000.
That's okay. That's okay. Not worry.
Yes, it is. Number 7. Oh,
Ooh.
22 million.
Ah. Yikes.
Number 26. Oh,
Oh, wow. 44 million. Oh. Whoa. Jeez. This is not good.
I don't know what else to say.
Okay, 22 down.
I don't know what else to say, but other than that, you can still win 17.6 million. So that is still in the books, but let's see what this first offer is. And yeah, 50 seconds to make a decision. $496,000. You still have a long ways to go.
No
No
deal.
deal.
No deal.
I don't blame you. No deal. All right, 5 cases now.
My goodness. Number 3. $20. Number 4. 8. And 24.
Number 3 has $440.
Okay.
Number 20 has $44.
Yeah. Okay, we're doing well with this rebound.
Number 4, $220.
It's okay. That's all right. Not too.
Number 8
Keep
has
the rebound. Yes, we
$33,000.
can. All right.
And number 24 has $17,000.
Yeah. Great rebound.
So far, yes, I agree with you.
Great rebound. Okay.
More amounts on the left side gone than the right side. All right. Let's see what the offer is here in this second thank offer, and it is $1,115,000. $17.6 million is selling play, and the offer is, my question is, deal or no deal?
Man, no deal.
No deal. Still have a lot of multi-million-dollar amounts on there, so it's have a long ways to go. Now, 4 cases.
4 cases now. Oh my gosh. 10. Oh boy. 5.
2 more.
Number 1. Yeah. 19. I got this game.
All right. Number 10 has.
Oh
Uh.
no.
Come on, let's get back on track. Number 5. 4,400. Number 1, 440,000.
Okay.
And number 19 has 13,200. 27% chance of winning at least $4.4 million.
Not bad, but good.
You're still in the game.
Yep. Still in this.
You have less amounts on the left side than you do on the right side. Remember that. $999,000.
Ooh, down a little bit. Not too bad.
Deal, no deal.
No deal.
No deal. Now you open 3 cases.
Okay, let's survive. All right, let's go number 6. There you go. 9. 22.
All right. Number 6 has. Okay.
Ooh, 4.4. Okay,
4.4 million.
not
Number
the
9, 2,200.
big. What?
And number 22,
Hey,
$44,000.
okay.
Now both sides are even on the board for the left side and the right side.
Oh, yeah.
The next big offer is $2,179,000. If it's a no deal, you have to open up only 2 more cases. So, with $13.2 million still in play, the question is deal or no deal?
My goodness. No deal.
All right, no deal it is.
Oh, this is important. Great.
Two cases now.
Now it's a 2-case deal. 18. Get that 18. 23.
Let's start with number 18 here. $220.
Yes. Okay.
And number 23.
Ooh,
All
okay,
right.
that's okay. That's all right. It's not the big. It's not the 13-2. We're okay.
Yeah. It's not the big one. It's not the big one.
Oh, sweet.
Let's see what the big offer is. $2,736,000. It's a no deal. You only have to open 1 case at a time for the rest of the game. So the question is deal or no deal?
And no deal.
No deal.
No deal.
1 case at a time for the rest of the game.
The old 1 case at a time. Let's see if we can.
1 case.
17.
Number 17 has $1,100,000.
Okay. All right. There we go.
You're starting to sink.
There we go.
Safety net is still there. And the next big offer is $3,309,000. Question is deal or no deal?
Okay. No deal. We'll tell that.
And no deal. Wow.
Let's go.
Alrighty. 1 case.
Yeah, let's see. One last time. 11.
Number 11.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Please, open the case.
Oh.
Oh.
13-2. God. Jeez.
Very
Well,
curious now of what the next offer is.
now I'm scared. If it was only 8.8, that would have been all right.
$1,150,000.
Not angry, not mad.
You want to take a deal to avoid the safety net? That's the big question here. Deal or no deal?
Big question. No deal.
Alright. No deal it is.
Did I regret this? Oh, God.
2, 21, or 25?
We're in scary territory now. We're already at scary territory. 25. We're already.
Does it have the penny? Yes, it does.
Yeah. There we go. All right.
That's the penny.
The penny's gone. That's good. That's real good.
Now let's see what the next baked offer is. $2,937,000. The question is deal or no deal?
Oh my gosh. No deal.
All right, no deal. All right, here we go. 2 or 21.
Holy cow. Back in squirrel territory. Yeah. I guess I did.
2 or 21.
Oh my goodness. It's scary territory. 21.
Okay,
Come on.
please up with the case.
8.8.
3,300.
Oh, goodness gracious. Thank you. I was about to say 8.8 million would be catastrophic. Oh, God.
50% chance of winning at least 50%
$8.8
chance
million.
of winning
Oh
8.8 million.
my.
$1,492,000.
Woo,
Might as well go for it, right?
you might as well go for it.
All right, here we go.
Now I'm scared.
You're gonna be leaving here with
Here's
8,800 or $8,800,000. But you have one foul offer for you. Do you want to keep your case or switch it? Because
Okay, so
if I were you, I would keep my case, but it is up to you.
either way, we had a hell of a road. We had a hell of a ride.
You want to keep your case, right?
Yes, keeping my case.
Okay. Let's see if you made it wise.
No. Either way, I had a hell of a ride. I've had
You're
fun.
multi-millionaire. You got it! You're a multi-millionaire!
Woo!
Wow,
All right! Yeah! Yeah! There we go!
$8.8 million.
Okay.
And you got it in your case.
Woohoo!
I had a feeling your case had it the whole time. Since a few rounds ago, and you're a multi-millionaire. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
think, if I recall, that might have been the first multi-million-dollar winner that someone had in their case all the way to the finish line, but I'll have to look back at the other games.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll be right back after this, and that's gonna be it for this comeback game of the order.
Are you looking for the most fun entertainment on YouTube? Then welcome to the Network 3000. We have game shows, vlogs, live streams, podcasts, live shows, sport videos, gaming videos, plus more. Subscribe today. We hope you enjoy the Network 3000 on YouTube.
How about that for a comeback of Deal right there? That good stuff. Welcome everybody to this second hour. I'll be having my friend JJ be part of this hangout session here in just a few moments. I just sent him the streamer link just a little bit ago, so he'll be coming in shortly, and then I'll be having some other guests on later on in this hour as well. So if he's a little bit late, that's only because I attempted streaming link just a little over under 10 minutes ago. But how's everybody's Thursday night going? Looking forward and looking forward to the weekend and all that good stuff. And I want to say something right here for those who have not checked out my new radio show on Red Radio. Go check it out on uh, the radio show David in the Evenings, which is 2 times, 5 days a week for 2 hours a night, from 11 p.m. Eastern to 1 a.m. Eastern. So please on the lookout for that. Be at the Live 365 app, and you can check out my radio show that way, and I'll be live in 3 hours. 2 hours from now. Uh, here in 11 p.m. Eastern time. So, if you guys have any questions, I'll wait for my guest. Oh, there he is.
Hey, buddy. How are
Oh,
you?
there we go. How are you doing tonight?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Doing good. And I see you got your baseball background ready for this season.
Yes. Oh, it's so good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in a
Yeah.
while.
Yes, indeed. And actually good timing here because from a Phillies fan perspective like you, tell us about your thoughts on the Nick Castellanos situation that happened earlier today. I did not plan you to have you on here because of that reason, but tell us from your point of view, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, well, we knew something was fishy. We knew something was gonna we knew something was gonna happen, and I'm not surprised that they ended up cutting him. To be honest with you, I figured that was gonna happen. People were looking at that contract and which teams really wanted to take on Nick Castellanos' contract. There really wasn't any sort of suitors, and the Philadelphia Phillies really weren't gonna be able to do it that way, so they just had to cut him. I'm surprised that it actually took them a little bit longer than I thought for them to actually bite the bullet and just say goodbye to Nick, but I would have had them rather I would have expected them to do it a little bit sooner. But look, Nick Castellanos' tenure here, it wasn't the best. We will always remember Liam, of course, and when he did make really good plays, I mean, the city really did have his back. There are definitely some highlights that I will always remember from Nick Castellanos, but last year it just was not a good year for him at all whatsoever, and you could tell that the relationship between him and Rob Thompson was a little, I guess that the word is murky. It really was not clear, and it was not good at all whatsoever. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised with how things ended, and the Philadelphia Phillies are now going to have to try to go after somebody in the outfield. And the whole outfield depth is certainly very interesting now, but that remains to be seen. We'll have to wait and see what the Gabriel Rincones day is going to be as to when he comes back and how does he look. There's a lot of question marks about that, but the Phillies have a lot on their plate.
I was thinking like there's a possibility that maybe your team want to make a trade with the Red Sox because of the many outfielders we have. What was your thoughts if that being a possibility?
We'll take Ranger back.
We signed him to a 5-year contract, so that's not going to work out.
Yeah.
But you think that might be a possibility, like trading with us with the many of outfielders we had that can fit on your team with the absence of Nick, or
yeah, I don't know what the Red Sox would want though. And see, that's the thing, is that the trade, it has to benefit both teams. Yeah, right. I mean, I would love to have Duran. I really would. Ceddanne Rafaela would also be really cool as well. But I mean, something's got to give. I mean, are you gonna? If you're the Phillies, you're not gonna give up J.P. Crawford. You're not gonna. Are you willing to part ways with an Aidan Miller and the contracts matching and all that sort of stuff. You might have to get a third team involved with that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it'd be really cool to get a Rafaela or maybe even a Duran, a Duran.
Ran.
But it's all about what's going to help the Red Sox too. Like, do
Yeah.
the Philadelphia Phillies have somebody that they are willing to part ways with that can help the Red Sox?
Both teams actually,
Right.
Because I mean, I know many people think that might be not be a possibility with that trade from the Phillies, happen, but it's just that we have too many outfielders, so I thought it was a good idea that maybe you guys can, by
Oh
looking
no!
at that situation,
Hey, if you had too many outfielders, like, we'll take an outfielder off your hands. You know what I'm saying? We'll definitely take somebody to help you guys out. But
Mhm.
I mean, are you willing to maybe try to get a bullpen piece? I know that we just got Brad Keller.
Mhm.
I don't think that the Philadelphia Phillies would obviously be willing to part ways with him, but uh,
Yeah.
what's an area of need, I guess, that I would ask you? Would you say that it's the bullpen? I think that your pitching is really good right now.
Yeah. It all depends, how the rest of the spring training goes with
Right.
health wise, and of course also the WBC is going to be a major effect on the health of the players as well.
Sure, absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
but I think you guys are in a good spot with. I think the number one plan for you all was to bring back Kyle Schwarber, and he was the reason why you guys have been winning for the past few years, and I really think without him, it will be a miserable season for years to come. But with him coming back, he is the reason why you guys been winning.
I love Kyle Schwarber. I will always be very grateful for all the shore bombs that he has hit and just the impact that he's had on this city as well.
Mm.
A lot of money for a DH, though. That's a lot of money for a designated hitter, and
I thought he played in the outfield.
what were you gonna say? Sorry.
I thought he played in the outfield for you guys. I forgot what's the
No,
lineup.
no,
DH only.
he's
Okay.
a designated hitter. So
Yeah.
that's a problem if Bryce Harper is getting older and he wants to have off for a little bit of time. Like, he can't be a DH, and JT is older, so he can't really be DHing either because Kyle Schwarber's taken up that position, and because he can't play the outfield, and
Yeah.
and so that's where the Kyle Schwarber issue lies with me, is just that it's an everyday position for him, and the Phillies are going to need, with the way that the team is now, you're basically just having Bryce Harper and JT out there as much as possible. And so Kyle Schwarber's your best power hitter on your team. And so other days you're not going to be able to rest JT just because Kyle is in the spot. So you can't just give him a day off and have him bat. Same thing with Bryce Harper. That part's a little bit frustrating. I thought that the Philadelphia Phillies, I understand why they brought Kyle Schwarber back. Personally speaking, if I were running the team, I really feel like that the Philadelphia Phillies had something really cooking with their starting pitching staff. And I would have prioritized Ranger Suarez because that rotation was so good. And that rotation really just dominated the Dodgers. They really did. They played so well against the Dodgers as far as the starting pitching rotation. And now you lost a lot of depth there. And so, again, as much as I love Kyle, I feel like that the Phillies would have had more to spend with that with that contract that he ended up eating up, and that sort of hinders your team in other perspectives. Now you can look at it also glass half full, glass half empty. Who's going to come on in to replace Kyle Schwarber's bats? And that's a great question. But I just right. But you know, it's a one-dimensional type of a player instead of just, you know, helping other aspects of the team. So that's part of where my frustration lies, is that you're spending all this money for an aging player who we don't know how he's going to be in 4 or 5 years, if he's even going to produce 40 home runs and that type of a thing. So there's just a lot of question marks with this team, and bringing back Kyle Schwarber, again, it has nothing to do with him personally. I just would not have prioritized him as the number one guy, because you could have spent money in other areas that would have helped you succeed more in the future.
I've seen how Dave Dombrowski operates in Boston.
Yes.
And I know what he does, every season. He wants to get that bat. He wants to get that pitcher.
Of
So I
course.
think you guys, not as he is around on your team, I think you guys are going to be in good shape going forward.
Look, it's going to be tough to beat the Dodgers. I mean,
I meant like in your division. Like in your division, I think you guys are going to be good. Like as for like going for that World Series, like for the Dodgers, yeah, they're going to win all the time. It looks like, but I meant like in your division, competing with the Braves. I think that's the only team that you mostly compete. Oh yeah, the Mets, because we all know how Steve Cohen also loves to spend money as well, but they have a curse right now with players getting injured during spring training. So, knowing that as you guys are staying healthy, Dave doing what he does best, I think that's what it takes to make it more competitive, and also it helps with the expanded postseason bracket as well recently. So,
the National League East, I do think that the Braves are going to be better this year. I also look at what the Mets have done in the offseason, and while I understand that they got rid of Jeff McNeil and Pete Alonso, they did add Bo Bichette, and while I also understand too that Francisco Lindor is supposed to be back by opening day as of this recording in time, but that's going to be his spring training, so he's going to get off to a little bit of a slow start, you would probably think.
yeah.
But like their pitching got better. They got Freddie Peralta, and I think Juan Soto's still going to have a Juan Soto type of a year, but I would feel like that they're going to be in the mix as well with this whole thing too. So it's I
think that Peralta signing was very huge for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what saved their offseason.
Sure. And then the Braves, I mean, like the biggest question is how healthy is Acuna going to be this year?
Yeah.
Like, can he stay healthy? Like that's one of the certain big questions. And then you got question marks about Strider. You got question marks about Schwellenbach and all their starters. If they can stay healthy too, Ronaldo Lopez and Chris Sale, like they're all great pitchers for sure. But health is something that has been sort of
It makes me wonder.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder what contract Chris Sale signed to the Braves, because that I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know what his contract is.
Maybe someone in the live chat can help me with that, because I thought it was only for a 1-year deal when he left the Red Sox, but I don't know, because I've seen how he can pitch in Boston, and I think that is very beneficial to the Braves.
Yes, and they say that on Gemini. I don't usually like to trust Gemini, but they said that it's an $18 million club option for 2026, which is this year. So that's that's what I would assume that it is.
Yeah.
But
I met Chris Show before he's
Oh,
a
did
good
you?
guy.
That's
Yeah,
so cool.
few years ago. So I know his
Wow.
anger is I know he has anger issues, but I could tell he's a
Does he?
super. Well, one time when he was struggling trying to get back on the field, like at Port Park one time, I think he broke a TV or something. I don't remember, but
Oh my gosh.
he gets angry when he gets angry when he pitches, and he's currently I think 36 or 37 years old right now.
Yes.
Not because last year was his 36th season, so I mean 36th age season, and this will be his 37th season. So
Right.
we just have to see if he can stay healthy again after back-to-back All-Star years from him in Atlanta. But now let's talk about some Super Bowl here real quick. Did you want to see out or the Patriots to win, and what did you think of the game?
It's funny.
Terrible.
I was watching the game. I was
Mhm.
in the moment. I was pulling out for Seattle because I thought that it'd be really cool for Sam Darnold, and I'm really just thinking about from a fan perspective because okay, you have to understand their fans just lost a game 7 in the ALCS that was honestly a heartbreaker to the Toronto Blue Jays, and that was an incredible series. It really was, but they haven't been back that deep in the playoffs in a very, very long time. So
Yeah.
the fact that they had to go through that, and then they're going up against a Patriots team that is just, like they expect to be there almost every single year, and I know that it's a new era, it's a new regime, if you will, with no Belichick, with no Tom Brady. But
Yeah.
I felt like for their fans, I really wanted. I was pulling out for Seattle just to win, just because I felt like that the city needed it. And John Schneider, I mean, that's just a cool story, right? They move on from Geno, they move on from Pete Carroll, and all of a sudden they have Sam Darnold, and he goes out there and he didn't even have the best game. He really didn't. It was Kenneth Walker who
Mhm.
made the big time plays, and he did really, really well. But I was pulling out for Seattle. The game itself, I thought that there was a lot of really good defense in the game, but as far as the pleasing to the eye type of description, I would say that it wasn't in that type of category for sure. I thought that there were a lot of times where, I'm looking at, I'm watching the game, and then I look at my clock. I look at my phone on my clock, and I'm like, man, this is a slow one. This is one of those you ever see like a slow movie in like the very beginning, and then you wonder if it's gonna pick up or anything. That's really what I felt like I was watching, except nothing really picked up in the game.
Yeah. It's like I this is why me personally I like following the games on the radio mostly is because of those reasons. But
Sure.
um like I I wanted to see Drake May play well. At least they stayed in the game until the very end when that interception I believe it was, and this is a turnover. Excuse me, turnover. Um, and I I just really hope the next time Super Bowl would be on ABC, which I think is going to be interesting. I don't think I've watched the Super Bowl on ESPN before. Um, I think it's the first time, one time, isn't it, for ESPN?
I'm
For the
not
Super
sure
Bowl?
about that. I know that it was on Fox last year, and then
Yeah,
they changed things over to NBC this year, which I thought was interesting. So NBC
yeah,
had the rights to Yeah, they had the rights to the Super Bowl. Yeah, it's really interesting. So, and then
Yeah.
they have the Big Four too. So
Mhm.
it's and then plus they're
Yeah.
also doing the Olympics. So it's very funny.
Yeah.
But
I think this is NBC's 100th anniversary, so they recently brought back NBA on NBC. Now baseball on NBC this year.
Right.
Have you been enjoying the NBA games on NBC despite players wanting to get injured all the time?
Yeah, I think that the NBC television perspective of things, from what I've been able to watch, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I think that they have a really good crew. Maria
Yeah.
Taylor is just awesome on NBC. The way that she just covers not only just Sunday Night Football, but also with what she does with the NBA, what she's doing with the Olympics. Mike Tirico is great on there as well. I think that they have a really awesome crew. I like the
Yeah.
analysts as well. Carmelo Anthony. It's a very good crew, and I
Yeah.
was wondering because we all think about inside the NBA with the TNT coverage, and we all thought that once TNT was done, that how can you match that? How can you replace that type of a thing? And then they did end up going over to ESPN, which was nice.
Yeah.
But in some ways, I haven't really kept up too much this year with Inside the NBA on ESPN, but
Same.
I don't necessarily know if it's the same now. And I'm sort of kind of just wondering too, from the perspective of the people on here, like, do people still is Inside the NBA as good as it was from this
Yeah.
year's perspective? Is it as good as it was on TNT? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I haven't watched NBA much this year because Jason Tatum out for the year, and
Yeah.
I was gonna watch the um Warriors Lakers game this past Saturday, but Steph Curry didn't play, so I'm just like I'm not watching it. And
Yeah, I
and it's
understand.
just like I think the NBA is going way downhill because I rented about this last night. The fans are getting ripped off for the players not playing last minute, and it's just like then what's the point of going to the game if your favorite player is injured? Like the Lakers the other night this week rested all of their 5 regular starters, and it's just
Yep.
like then why go to the game if all of the regular stars are resting and they end up getting blown out by the San Antonio Spurs?
It's a great question, and Adam Silver has been dealt with this for years. It's been dealt with the same problem, and it really is a problem. And you also think about not just that these players are sitting out, and you don't necessarily know if they're going to play. That's
Yeah.
one issue, but the other issue too is some of these bottom feeder teams are just tanking, and so
Yeah.
that's another problem as well. And you think to yourselves, like, how's that going to be making money for these teams if people are not going to be going to these games? And that's
Yeah.
really an issue. It really is. So those are just things to when people explain to me, and when people tell me that I don't necessarily like following the NBA as a league as much, I sort of understand with where they're coming from, at least from a lineup perspective. In Major League Baseball, I'll always keep my scorecards, and I figure out, usually a lot of times on ESPN they'll post it about 2 to 3 hours before the game as to who's going to play. Now sometimes, of course, they make last minute changes, but it usually doesn't happen. In the NBA, you don't always know until 5 minutes before the game if somebody's going to play, somebody can warm up, somebody can go up to, to morning shoot arounds, and then they get up to like the 7 o'clock hour, and then you find out at 7:05, well, they're not going to play. So,
Yeah.
and it's definitely a bummer, especially for the people that don't necessarily get to go to many games, if not just one game a year, and they're thinking, well, we got a game that's penciled on in with Golden State playing against the LA Lakers, and what do you know? Steph Curry's not playing. LeBron James is not playing. Luka Doncic is questionable now for the game, and so it's you're not getting what you paid for.
LeBron James didn't play as well. I did not remember that.
Oh no, I was just making that up as I was making that up as like a scenario.
Yeah. Like I almost wanted to go to one of those games, Warriors and Lakers, just to see, because for the past couple of times they play each other, it has been very fun games to watch.
Sure.
But
absolutely.
But with Steph Curry, it's been happening all the time, and basketball. Basketball can be a boring sport to some people anyway, because it's just the same thing back and forth, with no fights, and now we got players getting injured all the time. I don't really care about the Celtics winning another championship because I've gotten, 2 in my lifetime, so it's just there was the point of,
you're lucky, man.
Flying. Yeah,
you're lucky.
What is the point of watching it, anymore? Because the one thing I'll give credit to the NBA is their NBC presentations, and for their ESPN now with TNT inside the NBA presentations. Other than that, I just rather watch the highlights if players are going to be injured all the time.
I'll tell you this too. I actually really do like the Amazon crew as well. I've been following some of the games on Amazon, and I think that they do a really nice job on that as well. But as far as the games itself go, look, the product can definitely be more improved upon, and I don't necessarily blame people, even when they say, just wake me up until when the playoffs start. And obviously I don't like to hear those types of things because I call these games, but I can understand. I totally understand. And when the teams are not doing well and there's no changes that are being made, and you hear about people complaining about the front office all the time and ownership, and it can be a pain in the what.
Yeah.
And I can understand that. So
where's the TNT announcers are now? Because I know they were on TNT, but are they on ESPN?
The broadcasters themselves?
Yeah, that used to be on TNT. I don't know where they are now.
So the broadcasters that were there, I don't think, maybe a couple of them transferred over to Amazon. I don't necessarily know about that, but I know that Kevin Harlan is not there, and a lot of the other announcers that were just on TNT with the commentators, they're not there.
Kevin Harlan, that's the one.
Right.
Was referring to.
But they're going to be doing March Madness still. They're still going to be doing March Madness, and that'll be nice just to get them back.
So Kevin is not doing games right now for NBA, you're saying, all right?
Iron Eagle as well. Another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
well, I thought they moved. When I saw them not doing it, I thought at first, I thought they were doing local stuff, but I don't know. And I know for a fact Brian Anderson, he's the Brewers announcer for baseball, so he's mostly focused there.
Yeah, as far as Kevin Harlan, he still does football. He still does it for CBS. Still does it for Westwood One. He gets to call the Super Bowl every year for Westwood One. Iron Eagle is still, I believe, with the Nets, I want to say, and then he still does CBS and Westwood One as well for the NFL too. But that's all that I know as far as the landscape goes.
Anyway, I have another guest, joining. Thank you for coming here tonight, and I'll keep you posted for the next time we can do this again.
Hey, thank you for having me. And
Yes.
I'm always happy to talk to you, and I
For
always
sure.
look forward to this. I do.
All right, cool. I'll see you sometime next month or whatever. So have a good night.
You too. Take it easy.
All right. And
Oh,
Juan.
hey, David. How y'all doing? Remember me from the interview with Ernie? Anybody? Everybody?
No. Wait, what? I was kidding.
Let's see. Well, I'm glad we all are having a fantastic Thursday night. It is what 8:31 my time because I live in the Central Time. I know it sucks. No, I'm kidding. I was busy doing other stuff, but I'll turn on my camera in a few minutes. But I was busy doing other stuff, and I
Yeah.
wasn't doing my radio show lately. And if you don't know, David
Too
now
bad.
has a radio show, and I do too.
Yeah.
So, how is it going with David in the evenings, David?
It's been doing good.
There we go.
I've got used to the process. So I just
Yeah,
gotta make sure my son's somewhat prepared.
it's not hard. Also, hi. At
Mm.
first, it's hard, but then you get
Yeah.
used to it. Then you're like, okay, I know what to do now. But um, how do I say this? I'm excited to pretty much be on. Like I already said this like millions of times. Being on the Network 3000 channel
Hmm.
because how do I say this? It I have nothing to do with my life. So it is better for me to be a panelist on like I don't know a game show than to me not
Yeah.
doing anything. So I'd rather do
Yeah.
that. So yeah, we could do
Yeah.
that. And
Um. But so what is the project that you've been doing in your house this week?
oh, it's from modeling. I was remodeling
Uh,
someone's house basically, and oh my
oh,
god,
that was your house.
no, it's someone's house. I didn't want to
Oh.
tell people that, but yeah, it's someone's house that
Uh,
my dad knows, and me and him have
uh,
been doing it, and it's a pain
mm.
in the butt.
And you're not getting paid for it.
Oh,
Wow.
we are. We're getting paid
Oh.
each like a day. Yes,
Oh. What? $100,000.
I
I'm just
wish
kidding.
we
Mm,
get paid 150 a day per day. So it just
150.
you're gonna be like, oh, it's better than nothing. Well, yeah, it is something. And now thinking
Mm.
about it, my head hurts.
Well, I oh, what is it the finished basement you're working on?
Basement? Oh no, we're working
Oh.
on mainly it's the living room of the
Oh,
house
okay.
because the person wants to remodel it and make it a bar, like his own
Well,
house bar. Yeah,
yeah. Well, I don't drink and I'm never gonna drink. Never.
that's a lie. You're probably gonna smoke weed. I'm kidding. No.
No, that's Danny.
Well, Danny was probably actually no. Danny got drunk, but we're not gonna talk about that here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when I get my own house, I want to have a my own basement where I can do stuff in there. Uh,
What do you mean by that? Wait, what do you mean by doing my own stuff? That sounds very
just,
concerning of you. Like, what do you want to do? Do you want to do drugs in
oh,
there?
heck no.
Well, the way you word it, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do drugs.
I no, it'll be my own studio. I'll just leave it at that. My own
Well,
studio.
yeah, but that would be fun to have your own studio. I don't, sadly.
Mm.
Maybe I should get my own studio. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
you're. I am. How do I say this? Pretty much, I am concerned for a lot of things, including David, because David will never get bitches. No, I'm kidding.
Not yet. I mean, I
What do you
interviewed
mean?
them. I interviewed them.
Yeah, I don't know about that. No, I'm kidding.
I interviewed them. So
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I see it.
a few of them. A few of them. But now I need to interview Steve Burns from Blue's Clues.
Well,
But
damn.
that way I can ask Steve why is his favorite color green? That's what I want to know.
Really? You want to ask someone their favorite color green?
Because Emo knows this, and I know he's watching. But Steve, if you see Blue's Clues, Steve wears green every so. Every so he's on, he wears his green shirt. And I'm just wondering how did he get his green shirt, first of all, and two, how is that his favorite color? That's what I
Yeah.
want to know.
But I also, before being here, I also heard the other guy, the guy before me, talk about Westwood One, which is a radio company, funny enough. But they
Um,
syndicate. Yeah, they syndicate stuff. If you
mm,
didn't know who they were. Just throwing that out the window, because you looked very confused when he kept saying it. You were like,
well, I don't remember the interviews. I mean, not well, it wasn't really an interview, but uh, things. Are you talking about the static again? Good grief. Are you talking about the person I interviewed earlier in the show, or the one that I just had?
oh, I thought that I moved it. The one that you just had. I forgot
Oh,
his
I
name
don't.
already.
JJ, I don't remember him saying that because they were mostly talking about sports. But
Well, yeah,
um,
he was talking about the NFL. Yes, that's what I
yeah.
heard. That's what I saw. And it's pretty interesting
Speaking
that a
of
lot of
which,
yeah. Oh, which what reminds me, can we go to the Super Bowl? Which, by the way, for some reason you didn't like. you gotta we
it
gotta talk
was
about that.
it was boring for one, and for two, my Patriots lost.
Ah, okay.
F you.
Look, the positive things of the Super Bowl. And no, we're not gonna talk about the Patriots losing because that is one thing that's gonna make you cry. So,
Yes.
one positive, or at least one positive thing. Some of the commercials they would have been boring. They could have been better, but some were actually pretty entertaining. I liked the commercials this year. I like the Pokemon commercials. I like the NBC commercials that were airing. I like the. Let me remember. I have them on top of my head. Uh, uh.
Danny's den.
No, Danny's Den never had a commercial. And we'll never have one. Holy, it will suck if they would have a commercial.
Yes.
Let me see. Oh, Dunkin' Donuts had a really good commercial with a lot of '90s stars. Um,
Um.
I'm trying to remember. Uh, even though I just said Pokemon, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember another one. Oh, T-Mobile
Okay.
commercial with Backstreet Boys. Yeah, that was great. That was good. Um,
Um.
and another positive thing about the Super Bowl, the halftime show. Now I know what David's gonna say. I don't understand Spanish. I'm not gonna like it. Well, fuck you, and fuck your not understanding because this halftime show was great. It was fantastic.
Eh,
If you were actually watching it, unlike David over here,
I was watching it. You saw me up.
okay. Well, yeah, I know. I saw the picture, but you were like, "Oh, it doesn't show a message." But the halftime show had a message saying that
You suck.
something, shut up, something powerful than hate is love, which is great.
I did
It's a
not.
great message.
I did not see that message pop up on my TV, but I saw it on Instagram, and I was just like, okay, he did
Yeah,
something right.
that was lovely, and that's what I loved about his whole speech of the halftime show. The halftime show is basically uniting everybody, like Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, uh, let's see, Canadians, everybody that is
Yeah.
from the U.S. and which, by the way,
Mm,
when he mentioned U.S. and Canada, as one, that was awesome because of the things that
Mm,
Canada, lately Canada and the US haven't been in good terms. So him talking about Canada and the US was great.
mm,
Well, that's one thing about what happened in the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl had great, stuff.
yeah.
Like I said, Bad Bunny had a great message to the world. He was like, "Hey, um, maybe we should all reunite as one. That's the America that we want, not the America that separates people from ice." But well, what David hates on his drinks, but
No, I love my cold water. No, so
ooh, I knew you were gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say it here. Um,
I mean,
yes,
I should be police officer that makes game shows great.
shut up,
Once again.
shut up. Let's see. All I'm gonna say is Super Bowl was could have been better. I fell asleep right after the halftime show, by the way, which is valid
I wish I
because
did.
uh, when I
I wish
actually felt,
I wish I slept during the halftime show.
oh man, well you could have watched the halftime show. It's a lot better than whatever the hell Kid Rock did. Ugh, that was
I knew
disgusting.
it didn't it didn't stream properly what I heard, so I don't know. But
Well,
with
on
the Super
YouTube it
Bowl,
did, but on Twitter they were supposed to stream it.
um,
And
F
what the
Twitter.
funniest thing is that, well, yeah, the funniest thing about the Twitter stream is that the best way to put this, the stream cut off before it even
Oh,
started
okay.
yet. Yeah, that was the funniest thing.
Oof.
The YouTube stream, obviously, people watched it in there. For some reason, the All American thing is having like 20 million views as of now, or 22, whatever, which I
Yeah,
don't
that's
understand.
yeah. But all I hope is that the next Super Bowl will be much better because I want a refund. I want money from watching that terrible Super Bowl that my pa- my New England Patriots lost.
They suck. And you know what else sucks? I'm kidding. No. I feel bad for
If they
David
want
because every year the Patriots lose. No, I'm kidding. Every year the
they won
Cowboys
6 Super
lose.
Bowls in my lifetime, you snoop.
Well, the thing
They,
is, comparing you with the Super Bowls is bad because the the, the Cowboys. I'm not even good for the
yeah,
Cowboys, but I'm saying an example. The Cowboys haven't will have been they haven't been in a Super Bowl since '96. That's
yeah,
30 years ago, by the way.
yeah. hmm
That's not good.
I believe if everybody in the live chat is still watching, they can correct me. But I think they're the only NFC team to not make it to the championship game
Probably.
ever since then. So, um,
Yeah, I think
you
that
know,
ever since Danny's den. Yeah, ever since Danny's den, everything fell off.
well,
No, but but hey,
well,
Danny, if you're watching this, this is your fault. No, go ahead.
thankfully the Patriots have won 6 Super Bowls in my lifetime, so I don't have to worry about winning another one. But I still wanted them to win because, yeah. But that was one of the worst Super Bowls I've ever watched. Period.
Well, comparing last year to this year with Kendrick Lamar, Kendrick did a good job with his halftime as well. But a lot of people
Um,
also complained about it, like Bad Bunnies, which still doesn't make sense to me.
sp- the final score from last year's let me look it up. Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
you're gonna have to look for the last
It
year's Super Bowl
was
because I don't remember
40.
much.
The Kansas City Chiefs, Danny's team, by the way. They
Mm-hmm.
they lost 40-22 versus the Eagles.
I should not be laughing.
That's Danny's team, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Danny's
Lost
team
40.
rigged the 2024. Remember when Taylor Swift appeared like every 2 seconds in that one?
Yes.
Oh my god, that was bad.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah, Danny's team last year lost 40-22 versus Philadelphia Eagles.
How can the Eagles win?
40 to 22. I don't
I've
know.
heard the Eagles. Well, they don't suck. They're actually pretty good. But I've
Yeah.
heard they're not like the best team. You could be like, oh my god, they're the best team in the world. Like you can't be from, let's say, Texas and go to Philadelphia. That's not how it works.
Mhm.
And the funniest thing is that I had people nearby me actually root
For the
for
Eagles?
for the Chiefs.
Oh, the Chiefs. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and well, I don't even think it's the Chiefs. It's San Francisco. Like,
49ers.
yeah, the 49ers. Yeah, they root for them for some reason, which doesn't make
Oh.
any sense to me. Because how are you from Texas and root from someone that's not even from your own state?
Look at the Cowboys. I mean, they are supposed to be America's team, and
They
everybody
suck.
around the world. Yes. Big time.
All I'm gonna say
Big time.
is the Cowboys. I don't consider them as the best team ever, because
No.
sure, we might have a big stadium. Sure, we might have an amazing team, as in, the I mean, an amazing team. I mean the people that are in the team, not the team itself.
The Patriots have more Super Bowl wins than the Cowboys. And that is since the last time the Cowboys made it to the Super Bowl.
And I'm not surprised.
Yes. I'm the real David St. Dennis. This David 3000 over here, he's an imposter.
I think we need to
What the hell are you doing eating fried chicken? You're 81.
I like how he didn't even try. He was just like, yeesh.
Yes.
I think me and David were having a good conversation about the Cowboys, how the Cowboys suck, and you're here ruining it. I'm kidding. You can join in.
I decided to change my name. I'm gonna go by Danny 2900 now, guys.
You're the best.
I think
You're
so.
the best thing that happened in the world, man. I love David 2900.
Well,
You should change the name to April Fool. In April Fool's Day, you should change the channel name to Network 2900. That would be great.
No. What the?
Ah,
Another imposter. Oh no.
Sorry, man.
They took
Oh,
your profile,
it's,
David.
I can't help it. I can't help it.
is he trying to do impressions?
Yeesh.
That I will not do. I won't do that.
Not yet.
No,
I used to do. There was one time I had to do an impression of Mr. Beauregard.
I
Remember
think
that?
said of David. I'm like, damn.
And how are you gonna do that?
It was the Callbird podcast. I just I did a little bit of a nasally voice like this to sound like Brandon, and because I don't have a Jeff Dunham puppet like he does, I just used a sock puppet from the old Pets.com and later running.
You could have used Scooby.
Yeah.
That's too obvious.
Well, one.
Also, Brandon, I wanted to wish you a happy belated 29th birthday. Hope it's
Yeah.
next year you'll be 30.
Oh, Brandon.
I know, right?
You're gonna start using a crane, and you're gonna think about your life choices.
Yeah.
You're gonna be too old.
Well, I am
Just like David.
Can't argue
here.
with that.
David is too old.
I'm the youngest here.
Shut up.
I mean, actually, no.
You're older
One,
than
you're
one.
I'm the
Yeah,
youngest.
excuse me. One is the youngest. I keep forgetting. I'm used to being the youngest, but times has changed. I mean, I would have been in trouble if I was 15 years old and talking to one at his age. Good God.
When he was
Whoa.
12, 13.
Yeah,
True.
yeah. Because he started some troublemaker things.
Stranger things have happened.
Yes.
Yeah. Same with me, but oh my god, I'm scared.
Not yet. Um,
Not yet.
but tell Danny the team that we were talking about earlier that got
We were
blown out.
talking about your team, the
Cardinals?
Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, the
No.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes, we were talking about how in the 2024 Super Bowl they kept
2025.
no. But I'm saying about in the in the 2024 one, they kept turning to Taylor Swift every 2 seconds. That's what pissed me off.
Well, obviously they're going to do that. And it felt weird not having the Kansas City Chiefs on it this year because that would have been a fourth time in a row that they were playing. But at least we didn't have to deal with all the Travis Kelce memes yelling at the referees saying, if we don't make if we don't get any points, Taylor's going to break up with me and write a song about it.
You know, if she does, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, they're engaged now, so hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm very lucky. I hope that the Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce wedding gets the highest
The
ratings of
Swifties, you
anything on
can't tell them
television. They should show it on every network. I don't care if bad news is happening. Just show it.
MSNBC shows it.
MS Now shows it. That would be wonderful.
They should show it on the Spanish channels.
Fox News Channel, Univision,
Univision.
Yeah.
Never heard
Telemundo. Don't forget Telemundo.
Unimas. Well, Unimas is the same thing. They can't really show it on both.
I hope they break up, but anyway.
Why do you want them to break up so bad?
It's probably because David wants Taylor Swift all for himself.
Well, the thing is,
Maybe.
she actually doesn't make bad music. So
No,
I don't like her newer album isn't bad.
No.
She could have made better songs.
Do you like her music, Emo?
I'm sorry. What was that?
Talking about Taylor Swift.
You like her music?
Do you think she's too white?
There are a couple. I'll admit there are a couple songs from her that I truly do like.
Like what? Do you remember?
Danny's Den.
That's a song.
I gotta look up.
I can name a few songs I really like. I liked "You're on Your Own, Kid," "Love Story," and
Me
there were a few good songs from her latest.
I'm gonna list
the
some
Fate
of the
Ophelia. The Fate of Ophelia.
Oh.
That's another one.
Yeah, with Sabrina Carpenter. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Shut up, David. You say worse things, David, and I'm not gonna say them on the air. But
as you boys know, there's a little bit of Taylor Swift that's new, but I think my favorite artist of that genre is it's got to be Gracie Abrams.
Oh yeah, she's too heartbroken.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna call her.
Just wait until we get a Gracie Abrams halftime show.
No, people are gonna be like,
no one. Well, I feel like not enough people know who she is yet, but hopefully.
Well, the thing is, I think Top 40 Radio has played her, so I think a lot of people already know who she is.
But I was looking in the Gracie Abrams subreddit where they were discussing this, and they were like, it's not gonna happen. And I'm like, why not? Why are you doubting her like that? So hopefully,
Taylor Swift could easily get a halftime show, and I think she.
I'm surprised.
I think she said
no.
no.
Okay, well, all right. I found one of them.
Okay.
Like what?
Well, the song she did with Boys Like Girls, the band. 2 is better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. One of my favorites is
And
Style.
another one she did with Ed Sheeran,
Okay.
Everything Has Changed.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that song. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
I like how Dave doesn't even care. He's like,
What about a Backstreet Boys halftime show? They want to do it.
oh yeah, I would love that for sure.
maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe.
I would love a Backstreet Boys halftime show. Imagine them yelling at you, Backstreet.
No. What about a polka halftime show?
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Boo.
You suck.
You suck. You know what? I forgot you can do this on StreamYard now, but I'm gonna have this.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, Danny. No, that would be like the worst halftime show ever.
Oh, come on.
Next to the boob showing of Janet Jackson. Was it Janet Jackson? I don't remember.
Yes, it was. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah. Next to that halftime show.
Brandon's face when you fucking figure out.
Oh, what?
You never heard about that in 2004? What happened?
Okay,
I
let
don't
me
know.
let
I
me
don't know.
explain this.
I don't know
There,
about this.
there was an incident during the Super Bowl. This was live, by the way. Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson
Yep.
were doing a performance, and I think Justin Timberlake was supposed to take something off of Janet, and I think one of her boobs came off the air. And
And
that's
it
a
was on
real
TV
thing, by
for
the
like
way.
half
That
of a
was
second,
real.
and everyone complained.
Mhm.
Well, some people
And
complained.
the
some people
and
thought it
the
was great.
end, I think ABC got a fine for that.
What?
So,
Come
yeah,
on,
because
man.
they aired it on ABC at the time. So,
I would have been like,
of course, you
Well-
would have said that.
Sorry, Justin Timberlake.
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, come back.
Also,
Come
another
back.
good pick. Another good pick for a halftime show for me would be Michael
Bon
Bublé.
Jovi.
Oh yeah, Bon Jovi would be great.
Not Bon Jovi. Michael Bublé, not Bon Jovi, but Bon Jovi. would be
Michael Bublé. We're not in Christmas.
awesome. That's all right. Yeah,
You know, next year's Super Bowl will be in the February 14th.
Valentine's Day.
So if you have, yeah, it will be.
Yeah.
Damn.
So if you have a plan for Valentine's Day, don't go watch the Super Bowl instead.
All right, I
It's
gotta
gonna
go.
be. It's gonna be. What?
I said I'm gonna go. I gotta watch Trivial Pursuit on the CW network. So
F
you
you.
guys have a good time.
Yeah, I'll see you then. But yeah, next
Is
year.
that still a thing nowadays? The CW?
Yes, that channel has been a thing since I've been alive. Surprisingly. I thought it was going to be shut down by now.
Well, yeah. Hopefully next year's Super Bowl will be way better because I was about to throw up if the Patriots didn't score any points.
Hey, they didn't.
Yeah.
That's breaking news for you. They didn't really score anything. And when they did score, they were about to leave. So
Yeah, they scored only 13 points. But at least they stayed in the game until somewhat towards the end, but still.
that's all right.
But
you'll be fine. You'll live.
yeah.
It's
For now.
it's not like
Uh
what are you gonna do? Bomb yourself? What is this? I shouldn't be saying that.
no. No. But yeah, hopefully next year's Super Bowl will be way much better. You know,
It should
Yes.
be because today was, like I said, today was boring. Not today's. This year's was boring. It just didn't feel right,
yeah.
and I don't know.
One of the worst games I've ever
I
watched.
remember watching a certain YouTube video where they had Vortex, the CW had Vortex.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tower Calvert, go F yourselves.
And
What do you mean F those shows? What is wrong with you?
No, I was talking to Tyler in the live saying go F yourself for saying you'll be better if the pictures aren't there. Shut up.
and the Vortex showed the very last Saturday morning cartoon.
Oh yeah, they did show Sonic X, but I don't know if that was in the last ever airing of it. And David, it would be better if the Patriots weren't in the Super Bowl this year because I feel like they would have not done better. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
Don't get mad. Don't get mad.
It was I was told that
I'm
there
gonna
was
say
a
this too out.
that the final cartoon for Saturday morning was called Darkness Dawn, and it was a Yu-Gi-Oh episode.
Ah, see, so Yu-Gi-Oh was like the last thing that aired.
Yep.
That's weird. That's the last thing that aired on the CW.
I wouldn't say it was
Vortex.
actual Yu-Gi-Oh. It was, and the show to end this secret tradition was called Yu-Gi-Oh's XL. Yu-Gi-Oh's XL.
Oh, so it was a spinoff.
Hey, Cal
I'll
Calvert.
put that link in the private chat.
Hey, Cal Calvert. Guess who went to the Super Bowl before your quarterback Lamar Jackson never did? Drake May. So go after yourself.
Not you.
I would never play quarterback. I would never play quarterback or any NFL positions.
Well, you'd be the worst one.
I mean, it depends on how.
Well, I would be the worst one too. I'm not a football guy.
I'm not either.
I'll get hurt. I'll get hurt on the time. I'll go to the that
wait. Repeat
I'll
what you
go.
just said.
I'll get hurt all the time. I'll go to the Dagbit Kansas City Chiefs, get paid, and get injured all the time there because how much I hate the Kansas City Chiefs.
I'm not gonna lie to you. You hate the Kansas City Chiefs? Wow, Danny's not gonna like that.
Yes.
Well, I'm surprised you even hate the Chiefs because I thought you would like the Chiefs.
Let's just say I thought I was gonna like them at first after when they first won it 6 years ago, but after hearing the sportsmanship Patrick Mahomes has been since then, and it's just
I'll be back.
okay. Yep, and then the Taylor Swift BS and the referees. I don't like them. At least the Tom Brady, at least he didn't complain. The referees all the time, like Patrick Mahomes. Screw Patrick. But I don't know. But boy, well, I'll be live in an hour on Red Radio. So for those who want to check that out, go ahead. But yeah. But they still have the same amount of Super Bowl wins as well. How many Super Bowl wins does the Ravens have? Let me look that up. Ravens have. Let me look this up. They only have 2. What are you talking about, Tyler? The Ravens have 2 Super Bowls. In 2001 and 2023 against the 49ers. I don't understand. I did not know that. Oh, well. I like the Ravens. They're a good team. But Lamar Jackson will never get a Super Bowl. Oh, the quarterback's perspective. Okay. Now I get what you mean. Okay. Listen. Yeah. I understand that. But hey, at least they both got there before the Cowboys, since the last time they were there. And I think Josh Allen's Super Bowl window is officially closed. Josh Allen right now is doesn't say his age on. I mean, wait, he's 29 years old? I think he was 30. Huh. Well, he isn't any older, so. Anyway. One, are you back? I guess not yet. So, Ema, what did you think of that Deal No Deal game earlier on the stream?
I'll say this. That is basically why it is an excellent game, a very intense game, but pretty wonderful. The game itself.
100%. And also like I actually I just saw something on Facebook. But what's it called? Um, I personally oh yeah, I'll show you what I was looking at. For some reason, Deal or No Deal updated their profile picture to this on Facebook. I don't know if that is a hint, but people are saying, "Oh, bring back Deal or No Deal Island." I don't want to see that happen. I don't.
I kind of wish that happened.
Well, bring back Alan.
I liked it. I mean, they gave away more money than the old Deal or No Deal last season.
Oh, eh, it's not my cup.
5.8 million.
It's not really my cup of tea because it's just it doesn't feel the same like the original format. And I've heard a lot of Deal or No Deal fans say that as well. It's just not the same.
I mean, one moment.
Okay.
I mean, unless
What's that? Oh, your version. That's cool. So what?
100 cards.
So what materials did you use to make that in softwares or whatnot for the art?
Oh, simple. I just found the same letter fonts that the show used it on one software, Paint to make the images.
Mm-hmm.
And then I let make playing cards do the rest.
Oh, okay.
To make all over 100 of them.
What about the cases?
Oh, that's what I have the Deal or No Deal board game for.
Oh, okay. Now I see.
Any guesses on the highest amount on my hundreds of cards?
Not that I recall. You can say it. Oh yeah, that's right. 10 billion. Or $10 billion. What I want to do one day is to make. Shut up.
I think he's back.
Yeah, one's back.
No, I am. I'm just trying to fix the cables. It's a mess. Give me a minute.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What I was trying to say was, my goal one of these days is to make a Deal or No Deal syndicated board game with just the 22 cases and the $500,000. Because
Because you're poor.
What?
I said because you're poor. That's a joke.
No. What we're gonna say, emo, before you got interrupted.
Unbelievable. Some say that it wasn't as exciting because of exactly that, the $500,000 and million, and some of the format has changed.
Yeah, and also they didn't have that many. I mean, they only had 2 Deal or No Deal malls, on that version. There should have been way more for me to do stuff with. But I mean, way
I'm
more.
sorry, didn't have any what?
They only had 2. They only had 2 Deal or No Deal malls on that version, the syndicated version. And
yes, number 9 and number 21.
Yeah, and they didn't have any malls on the stage because there was actual contestants. So they didn't have.
Kara. No, I'm kidding.
She was there on the syndicated version. It's just that
she did say it herself. She wasn't she on the syndicated version?
Yeah.
The daytime one? Yeah, she was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I remember because on the interview with you, she literally said that she was on there. So.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the other 24 malls weren't there for me to do stuff with. I mean, for me to look at.
Whoa. David, keep your composure.
I want to my camera now.
David, I know you want the models, but calm down, okay?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I love getting the people's reactions like that. It's great.
Yeah, it's great for you to be embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed. I'm just laughing at your reactions. When I see those type of things, it's
Not
great.
yet. Okay, I'll stop.
What's your favorite emo? You watch the show all the time.
My favorite. I'm gonna have to go with the obvious one, number 13.
Oh yeah, okay.
I remember in the very first season they had like had like a segment dedicated to her, and then how in season 3 Kermit the Frog almost asked her out.
Oh Jesus!
I'm not kidding. I'm actually not kidding. That really happened.
Oh, is it me? Hey, I'm
showing one
Kermit
what
the
she looks
Frog.
like.
Yeah,
That's
show
what
me
she
what.
looks like.
Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait, give me a minute.
She's number 13.
This is the basic sound effect to explain. Holy.
Mythical Anime, is that your favorite model too? I'm just asking me at the live chat, but anyway. So I guess I can't really ask you who your favorite model is because you don't really watch the show that much.
I don't really watch it for me to know, but I do know that they made a Mexican version of it.
Oh yeah.
That's airing in. I'm not even kidding about that. It's actually airing on Unimas, or it's gonna air in a few weeks. So yes, it's gonna premiere. Like they made a Mexican version of it, but it's gonna air on a Spanish network here.
Okay.
No deal is not even trivia.
Yeah, I don't know, but they're airing a Mexican adaptation, a Spanish version of it, basically. So yeah, it's in different countries. I know Deal or No Deal is internationally. A lot of people use the format, but
okay,
to each their own, I guess.
Do you watch The Price is Right often, Emo? Or no?
Being that The Price is Right is my number 8 favorite game show.
Do you have a favorite model from there?
What kind of question is that, David? Yeah, what kind of model is your favorite from The Prices?
Well, we asked Emo who his favorite model was on Deal or No Deal. I might as well.
Well, yeah, but
ask
the
him
thing
about The
is,
Price is
you're
Right.
the one going to every game show. Yeah, what's your favorite model of this? I'm trying to remember the name of another game show. Oh
Let
yeah.
me ask you this: being that it's been on longer than Deal or No Deal, how the heck am I supposed to know who the models are?
That's what I know. That's what I said.
I thought you watched the show nowadays with their carrying from time to time.
Well, yeah, but I only watch it for like the contestants and like how much they win. Not win. Andrew Carey.
David.
Carey, that's all I do. No, not for the models.
Yeah, David. He doesn't watch it for the models like you.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Well, if you want to know who the models are, you can ask. Hey Siri, who is the models on The Price is Right?
Who's the announcer? Everybody knows the announcer.
I meant to say models. I messed up.
Sure.
Yeah, but
oh my god!
Do you have a favorite pricey game, Emo? A favorite pricey game?
Well, aside from Plinko, I think I have 2.
What are they?
Flip and Flop and Cover Up.
Ooh. Flip and Flop is not bad. I mean, it's just flipping the price of like what specific,
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say flipping the price, just flipping 2 numbers of a price.
Well, yeah, but it's it's not a crazy segment. I mean, it is fun, but it's not like, ooh, it's scary with prices. I don't know.
True.
That's what I think of it when it comes to the prices right sometimes. Anyway, I feel like, Jesus Christ, I feel
Yeah.
like I'm gonna fall asleep. So I think I'm gonna have to go
Don't
early.
don't fall asleep. I was gonna
Well, I'm not
ask
gonna
you.
fall asleep on the stream. That's why I'm gonna go. But
Uh,
tell me or say before
I was gonna ask you if you had a favorite pricey game on The Price is Right.
me. I
Yeah,
don't watch it often, but
yeah.
I do like. Oh my god, I have it in my head. I mean, I just like the wheel.
Oh,
That's one of my favorite segments. I just yeah that I want to spin it. Like give it to me. I'm kidding.
Sounds
See.
plain simple.
yeah.
So what am I gonna get? What am I gonna get? What am I gonna get?
90.
Oh my god, I won!
You're,
I won. I think I won. I don't know.
you're supposed to well, if you wanted to get $1, you have to spend a gift. But if you need,
$1? I'm not getting. I'm not winning for $1.
I
well,
don't know why I asked. David, did you get that from Etsy?
yes.
And I'm guessing it's from Making Games.
Yep.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I'm looking to him to do the same thing for me, and as for a Wheel of Fortune wheel and the bonus wheel as well.
Well, I wish is they can um uh they can do stuff for other games as well, like extra props, not just the wheel stuff, but my bigger sets. But I don't know.
I'm
But
gonna
then
let you.
again,
I'm gonna let you talk with emo because I think
yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'll see both of
All right.
y'all soon.
All right. See ya.
Now, whoops. All right, so I don't know if you want to really. I mean, I tried to talk to him and message in the message Etsy messages about is there like a way he could do like custom made prizes for the bonus wheel.
Uh-huh.
I don't know exactly, but it would be a miracle if that were the case. Because
Wow.
I do have custom designs for this,
Yeah.
but it's a little too crazy. For example,
25,000. Okay. Car. Okay. Double. Triple. I can't see why not. He can't do it.
well, hang in there. It gets a little crazier.
Okay. Keep on going until the end. What?
That we'll skip that. Okay, here's the next one.
Okay. Yeah, 1 million. Oh, is it? Oh, 1.5. 2 million. 5 million. That was good. 15. 100 million. Well, I'm surprised you were able to find. Jeez. I'm surprised you were able to find a way to make the text fonts and logo stuff look good.
Sort of.
Eh.
Oh, hang in there. There's more.
Okay. I'm not sure if that's all gonna fit in the wheel. There. Uh,
And this is the last one. That's the highest.
mm.
Because I'm insane.
Well, like I said, I'm not sure if that's all going to fit in one wheel like that for the bonus.
Oh no, it's not gonna. That's not all gonna fit in one wheel.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
it's the those are just extras.
Okay. That's what I thought.
But I don't know if like the guy is gonna like make extras or do those like custom made.
Yeah. Oh well. But
If not, I'll just have make playing cards again do that for me while he can do the main wheel, the custom made.
yeah.
Speaking of making playing cards, I'm still waiting for an order of Card Sharks prize cards plus the money cards and Joker's cards rounds. That I
Yeah.
ordered on January 31st. Okay.
My goal is I have the wheel. I have what you call it? Punch a Bunch. And I do have one other game, but I forgot what I got for Christmas because it's somewhere. But at least I have one. Well, and of course I got Pringle behind me. But one day I do hope to get all of the pricey games from Prices Right because if I can actually make that into a board game and use that for my future Prices Right shows, I think that'd be fantastic. If I could, so that way I don't have to worry about using the big John version where it keeps crashing and all that. So if I could get all of the pricey games, um, that'd be fantastic. But that'll be to be determined, and also very expensive. So, but we'll see. That'll be my that'll be a goal of mine. So that way, like I said, I don't have to worry about using the big John version, and I could just use physical props as it were. But then again, I don't know. But yeah. Is what other games or board games do you have?
Game show board games. Look. All right. Looking over here, I know I have Weakest Link.
Okay.
Yeah. If Danny were still on and I'd said that, he would have liked that.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Lingo board game.
Yeah.
I have the Joel McHale Card Sharks game, the current $100,000 board game, and the Press Your Luck board game as well.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
And I know in my closet there are a couple other games that are DVD games.
Yeah.
Whether it's Family Feud or Bingo America. Yeah, I said Bingo America from GSN. Please, man, you had me like in a laughing stock last week, so
I guess that's a no.
Well, I'm not kidding. Kidding. When he made that last joke, the nominees for Channel of the Year, and he made that little joke.
Oh yeah.
And you made those beep and a beep. I was dying.
Yeah. But
I was seriously dying. It was the most I've ever laughed since you guys invaded the popcorn panel.
oh yeah, that was a good one as well.
Oh god.
But yeah, so he does not have that whatever board game he thinks he may have, but yeah, that is not the case.
For DVD games, I have Password Newlywed Game and Match Game.
Okay.
In a triple box.
Oh yeah, I've seen those online. Yeah, the triple boxes. But yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode of the 3000 Hangouts. We'll be back here in not next week, but the week after that to give ourselves a bit of a break. We'll be back here on the 25th of February with a new sponsor, and all that good stuff. So, and starting next week, I'll be uploading some YouTube shorts of 3000 Hangouts episodes that we aired here in the past couple of months here so far. So I'll be working on that next week. While this is off. In the meantime, join us in a little over a half hour from now at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern for the next episode of David in the Evenings on Red Radio via the Live 365 app, also on their website as well. Um, Shut up. You're lucky I have those suits I have for the awards. So otherwise, I would not have stood up for this in case for your favor if you kept pulling that bull crap. Anyway, peace, y'all.